I think there's a lot of people out there that secretly want to be a creative, whether that be YouTube, content creation, Twitch, streaming, online entrepreneurship, just something in the online space. And that's because deep down you understand that we're in the digital era. Everything is going online. Everything is going digital. Like realistically, it's only a matter of time before we're all plugged in. And if you look at the rate in which technology's evolved in the past 10, 20, 30 years, and you look at the trajectory and where it's going, it's becoming more and more important to have a digital footprint. And a lot of people are seeing this as an avenue to work for themselves and to obtain financial freedom. Everyone's seeing that the system is failing, and the internet has created a space in which people are starting to find an alternative, a glitch in the matrix, if you will. Something you gotta keep in mind is that the internet is an amplifier. So whatever skills you have, whatever your experience is, you have the ability to digitalize it. Like for example, if you're an electrician, you can make videos based upon that skill. If you're an investment banker, you can make videos on that topic. Same thing if you're a doctor, a lawyer, an athlete, etc. You have the ability to use the internet to amplify it. You should start your channel because one, I know you want to since you clicked on this video. And second, there's literally no reason not to. And I get it, right? Not everyone wants to show their face on the internet to thousands, maybe millions of people. But there's still a lot of ways you can use it to your advantage without having to be an influencer or creating a personal brand, etc. The reason why I love YouTube so much is because no matter what you're interested in, no matter what you're passionate about, you can turn that into your career. You can literally make something out of whatever that niche interest is. For example, right, let's say you like making kites. You're passionate about kites and flying kites and all the different kind of kites. You can literally make videos on how to build a kite, flying kites, all the different kind of kites, etc. And of course you might think, okay, well, who's gonna watch that? Who's gonna watch videos of me making kites? And you're right, some topics, some niches have smaller markets, that's a fact. But this is where the freedom of creating and beauty of creation on YouTube comes to play. Because you can compensate for that low market for being really entertaining, maybe having really cinematic edits, maybe being a really good storyteller. It's like creatively, you have a lot of freedom. And that allows you to find your own path, which is why I like YouTube so much. And this isn't a knock on anyone, but you literally have people watching other people's videos, reacting to videos, making hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. Whatever it is that you're interested in, whatever it is that you care about, whatever it is that you want to talk about, you can turn that into an ROI with YouTube. Like I personally think that everyone has a story to tell, experiences to share, etc. Like everyone has something to offer, and I think everyone is creative at heart to some degree. Even if, let's say, you work at Subway, you can film yourself making sandwiches and then put some commentary over it. Just try to remember that the internet is an amplifier, even if you don't want to show your face or be an influencer or create a personal brand, etc. And realistically, it's only a matter of time before the next president comes from social media, as dumb as that sounds. Like it took me a while to realize this, but social media is here to stay. It's the era that we live in, whether we like it or not. And it's so weird to me when people build up an audience and they don't want to tell them this. Like me personally, I always found it kind of weird when people want to gatekeep success. Like people that want to keep success to themselves. Like I always thought this was weird. I never related to this at all. It's like a lot of creators have this in the back of their mind where if their audience improves or if their audience becomes creators themselves, they might stop watching them. Like a lot of people secretly want to be creators. A lot of people secretly want to be YouTubers. It's weird to just try to profit off their attention and not try to tell them the things that help them succeed. I get it, right? A lot of people don't want competition. When they find that recipe for success, they want to keep it on a down low. But I don't know, to me, that's always just been, like I can't relate to that at all. It's like it should make you feel guilty or eat at you at night. A lot of people want to be creators, it's just they don't know how to, or they don't have the courage to do so, or they don't know what to talk about or what to make. And there's also a lot of people that I've caught on. You see doctors, lawyers, bankers, chiropractors making YouTube videos. Like I'm sure you guys have seen some of these, but these chiropractors that are like cracking the backs of some hot cheerleader, some hot blonde cheerleader, and it has like 50 million views. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you guys are horny out there. But even celebrities, athletes, I think the biggest athlete in the world, Ronaldo, just made a YouTube channel. Like everyone has one because they know that there's no reason not to. And the reason why I say YouTube channel in particular is because YouTube is the main hub of content. People that are streamers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, mainstream celebrities or athletes, they all come to YouTube, not the other way around. And that's because they know no matter how much other platforms grow, YouTube is always going to be the main hub of content. And again, it's okay if you don't want to show your face or create a personal brand, but there's some way you can use this to your advantage. Like even for me personally, I'm an introvert at heart. So no matter what, I feel like there's always going to be a bit of a struggle when it comes to talking to a camera. On top of that, I'm not much of a social media guy, if at all. But even still, it's like, it's not hard to see the direction the world is moving in. If you think about the main common denominator between billionaires in America, it's that most, if not all of them, have a business. And in the 21st century, running a business without leveraging social media is kind of retarded. It's like playing basketball with no shoes on. It's like you can, but it's like, why would you? And again, same thing applies to me. I don't even have other platforms, so I'm not even playing the game right. I mean, for me, I do have other reasons for doing this. Like, it's not all about personal gain. I care about expression and I care about having an impact. And sometimes the algorithm doesn't align with that. But for me personally, it's more important to do things my way. Which brings me to this point, which is that don't just do it for money and for fame. And I'm a really small creator. I've not been doing it for that long, so take my words for what you will. From my perspective, if you do it because you want money and fame, you're most likely going to fail. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. What's most likely going to happen. You're gonna spend a few weeks, even a month or two making your first video. You're gonna be all excited and you're gonna post that first video and it's gonna get 27 views. And it's not gonna have a single comment, and that's gonna discourage you. And then you're gonna post your next video in a few weeks and then it's gonna get 12 views. And then you're going to realize exactly how far away you are from even being monetized, right? Getting 1,000 subscribers and having 4,000 watch hours. That's gonna seem impossible to you. So if you're just doing it for money and fame, you're gonna realize real quick exactly how far away that is. And if there's nothing else incentivizing you to make videos, then you're gonna quit instantly. That's why it's important to make things that you actually care about, to talk about things that you actually care about, that you're passionate about. If it's just for money and fame, you're gonna say, oh, this is impossible, and you're gonna quit. Only 6% of YouTube channels are monetized, and less than 10% of channels ever make it to 10K subscribers. So don't just create because, oh, you want to be rich and famous. Literally, every other person wants to be rich and famous nowadays. Again, this is just my opinion. Take it for what you will, small creator. For me personally, my approach was, and I always thought this was the best way, but to give as much value as possible. Whether that be in the form of entertainment or information. And if you can do both, you're in a rare category of creators. I've always said this, but the most powerful ability we have as human beings is the ability to make someone else feel something. To be able to positively affect someone else. That's impact. Because more than what you can gain personally for yourself, being able to impact someone positively through inspiration is such a beautiful thing, and that feeling is irreplaceable. And YouTube is also a great outlet to express yourself or bring a certain vision you have to life. For me personally, I originally started off as a League of Legends gaming channel, but really I just had a lot of thoughts about different things that I wanted to put out there, that I wanted to express. Even if I got 10 views or 5 views, I still had the perspective of, oh, at least someone out there heard this. And to me, that in itself was pretty cool. And it taught me to appreciate every single view, whether a video did really well or whether a video sucked. If you never get too high on the highs or too low on the lows, that's a pretty good indicator that you'll succeed no matter what you do. Because if you get too high on the highs, then you get complacent. If you get too low, then you get discouraged and you quit. If you enjoy the process of creating, you're never gonna lose. The best thing I can say for someone else starting their channel is, number one, don't spend months trying to make your first video. Just post it and get it out there. It's not gonna get views anyways. Like, everybody thinks it has to be perfect, they're a perfectionist, but really you're just procrastinating. There's a 1 in a million chance that your first video is gonna pop off. Second piece of advice is just to be yourself, be authentic, create what you wanna create, talk about what you wanna talk about. It's called YouTube for a reason. And lastly, try to have fun with it because it's not gonna be worth it otherwise. You gotta love the process in pretty much anything you do, to be honest. And yeah, stop procrastinating, stop waiting for a sign, and start your channel. I believe in you. You got this. Anyways, thank you for listening. I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you stay true, and I'll talk to you real soon. Peace.